Keisha with What's Next here in my husband Johnny's kitchen. And I'm going to bring you something easy that you can make for breakfast on the weekends or if you have time in the mornings before you head off to work. It's a really quick process, takes you about 10 minutes to prepare and only about 15 minutes to cook. So we'll go ahead and just show you what it takes to get it together, put it together, and you'll see just how delicious it comes out in the end. Take a little bit of protein. It can be sausage, bacon. You could use ham. You could, if you're vegan, you could even use mushrooms. You want some onions, some chopped peppers is what I added in here. You could also use spinach if you wanted to. You can pretty much use whatever is in your kitchen. And then I like to put cheese in mine. Of course, if you're lactose intolerant, you may choose to put this out or use something else. But I have about a cup of cheese here. And then I'm doing a small dish, just an 8 by 8 baking dish. So I'm only going to use about 6 eggs, but you can make a larger amount if you have more people, or of course, even a smaller amount if there's just 1 or 2 of you. So what we're going to do is mix everything together in our glass bowl, and then we'll come back with you and take you to the next step. So I just poured everything in the bowl. There's no right or wrong way to do this. Once you get everything in there, just kind of mix it on up, almost like you're making a big omelet. Very simple. Of course, as you saw, my protein, I chose sausage. That was already pre-cooked. I just took a few sausage patties that I had in the freezer and threw those in the pan real quick. Once they were done, I cut them up. So again, you could use any type of protein. And if you are vegetarian, you could always use mushrooms in place. I've even seen this done with like black beans, if you want to use beans as your protein. Once you get everything stirred up here, then you just want to add a little salt and pepper. The salt in there. Or seasoning salt, whatever you prefer for your seasonings. Just a little salt and pepper will usually do. And again, you can add more eggs and other items if you have a larger party. I've even taken this before for work when we've had a breakfast potluck. Spray your baking dish so it doesn't stick. Go ahead and dump your mixture into here. Again, this is just like making a big omelet, basically. It's very similar to that. Kind of spread this out. Look how good that looks. Look at all that yumminess mixed in with those eggs. Now you do want to make sure that your mixture, whatever pan you use, that your mixture is no more than halfway up, because remember your eggs are going to expand when they cook. And you don't want it to expand outside of the dish. So no more than halfway up on your baking dish. But once you have this all set, you're going to put it in the oven on 350. And in my oven, it's going to take me about 15-20 minutes for this size dish, probably closer to 15. However, if you use a larger dish with more eggs, you're going to have it in there longer, and you know how to adjust for your oven as well. So we're going to do that, and we'll come back and see what it's like when it's done. So after about 15 minutes in the oven at 350, I did move it from started on the middle rack, moved it to the top rack for about the last 5 minutes or so, just to make sure it cooked all the way through evenly. You can see that we have delicious breakfast bake. Again, it's very quick to prepare. You saw all the ingredients. You can substitute anything that you would like to substitute. If you are lactose intolerant, you can take the cheese out. If you don't eat meat, you could pair in the mushrooms. So there's lots of choices to make it right for you and your family. You can also add extra eggs and make a larger portion. This is just the one that's right for us. So again, it takes 10 minutes to prepare, about 15 to 20 minutes to bake in the oven. You can even throw it in the oven when you are going to get ready to go to work. I'm going to go ahead and cut into this and taste it and see how it tastes. I'm actually pretty excited because I am hungry. Look at that. You can see how everything is cooked evenly through. It's a nice hearty meal, and it doesn't take much to make it. You just use the things that you have in your home, in your refrigerator. Let me taste it. Grab a fork. Mm, it's delicious. You can taste all those different flavors, the peppers, the onions, and everything. This keeps very well if you need it for future days. So you can make a large breakfast bake and cut it up and put it in Tupperware and be able to have breakfast for several days throughout the week. And it doesn't necessarily have to be a breakfast. It's really good if you're keto. You've got the cheese and you've got the eggs and the meat and the peppers, everything that you can eat while you're on keto as well. So, again, another quick, successful meal in Johnny's Kitchen. I'm Lakeisha with What's Next, and we have a little bit of something for everyone. We'll see you next time.